What's up, everyone? This is KTD Sports, the draft show. I'm Bill Whyte. With me, as always, Devin Pinckney. What's up, Devin?
What's going on, folks?
Yeah.
We got
Living
some
the
draft
dream, man.
talk.
Yeah, draft's coming up April 28th, I believe. Las Vegas this year, right?
Soon. I
Am I
believe
just
so.
throwing out some false information? Hopefully not. Because remember they were gonna do it and they were gonna like go out on like little boats or something, like or like walk across like a pool or something like that.
Yeah, didn't COVID shut that down?
Yeah, that shut
Is
that
that
down. Then we had to watch fucking that idiot Roger
on the
Goodell on a
couch?
stupid chair. And then they brought the chair to the next draft. But no one cares about your dumb chair, Roger Goodell. Shut the
Was
fuck
that
up. Like, you know,
the
ugh.
sob story draft?
Yeah,
Where
oh my
like 20 of
God.
the picks was like, oh, his cousin died. So,
It was terrible. That
that's
was terrible.
which
They
is
were like,
is bad, but like it's like
dude,
I don't want to feel like shit when I'm
yeah, it's
watching
the
it.
happiest day of these guys' lives, right? They're getting drafted, becoming wealthy for their whole family, and they want to talk about their dad that got shot in front of the liquor store back in the day. Like, dude, fucking relax,
Just
ESPN.
show
Dude,
me
that
his
was
highlights.
horrible.
Show me
That
his
was horrible.
highlights and keep it moving.
Yeah, how do you do? Fucking dude. Oh my God. And then because the messed up thing about that, like it sounds like I don't want to hear, but like every single person. It was like they went to everyone. They're like, "What's the worst thing that ever happened in your whole life?" Because we're gonna tell the whole world.
And they had a
Like, fuck,
microphone.
dude, it was terrible. But either way, hopefully that doesn't
Oh,
happen this year. We need some
we
happy
got
stories, we need
wide
positivity in this
receivers.
world. Yeah, wide receivers. This is a good receiver draft. This is a good receiver draft. We
It's
got,
people are saying it's like 2021, which
yeah,
just produced the cream of the crop.
yeah. The last
Uh,
few drafts been pretty good at receiver. And then
that's who-
you got the guys going into their last year, the contracts like DK Metcalf, Debo Samuel, AJ Brown, all those guys are the same draft too. Hollywood Brown was in that
N'Keal
draft.
Harry.
Yeah, let's not talk about N'Keal Harry, the fucking Oh my God, he sucks.
Good
He
blocker.
sucks. And I still see things because I'm obviously we live in fucking Massachusetts. He's like still relevant for some reason. He's a bum. He's a blocking receiver. He might as well just be a special teamer. He's a bum.
I think he has like 59 career receptions. And this
Dude,
is third through 3 years.
You see, Debo Samuel took down all his 49er stuff off his like Instagram or Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, it was like, is he trolling or is he
He's going to the Patriots. Boom, heard it here first. KTD.
well, I like the memes where it's like, oh, it was fun calling me a wide back until they wanted to pay me like a running back.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No, the dude, see the money like Stephon Diggs got and Tyreek Hill, like this markets, and then Watson resetting the QB market, resetting the receiver market, the running back market. There is no money left for you. You will not make any money.
Oh, that's tough.
You're lucky McCaffrey got his money when he did. He's not getting any more.
The thing is with those guys, giving their like 28, 29, like giving them 30 million because they've put together a resume of being elite. Like Debo Samuel last season was elite, maybe the back end of the season before, but like he really has one complete season of this level. So it's like, is this sustainable?
High level.
Like,
It was high level.
no, it was elite.
Yeah.
And you want to say it's like I believe it is sustainable, but like that is a question. Like otherwise,
Yeah,
Devontae
it's
Adams has like all pro, like multiple all pro seasons. Like so, you don't hesitate to give someone like that. That's proven. Same with like I mean, DK Metcalf's been pretty consistent. Like 29 touchdowns through 3 years.
Pretty good.
That's almost 10 a year.
Yeah.
From rookie to now, like that's kind of like it's more complete than say Debo. I mean AJ Brown even. AJ Brown, he's been pretty solid since rookie year. I mean,
yeah,
I think it took him a little while to catch on, but
It did a little bit, but when he caught on, he's good. He's a beast.
Say him 2.5 productive
Yeah.
years, or like near the top level. So
Yeah. But let's get into some of these receivers, the new receivers. You know, you've got a new regime here. That's why we're here. And specifically, I know you wanted to talk about this receiver, Chris Olave from Ohio State. He's I'll break it down real quick. He's 6'1". He ran a 4.39 40-yard dash. Yeah. What do you like about Chris Olave?
I think like his not only the elite speed, because anything with a 4.3, that's cream of the crop. And then his route running too. If you look at clips of him doing slants or even goal line, like not the Hunter Renfrow type flags, but he makes in and outs, and then the corners on the other side of the field, wide open touchdown. So and he's just like technical with his movements.
Yeah.
Plus, he can get over the top with the speed.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is speed is like his secret weapon. Olave looks like I almost like look like when he gets the ball in his hand, he looks like he's Le'Veon Bell. The way he's so like back when the old Le'Veon Bell, back when he was like smooth. He'd move through the fucking pile smooth. He looks ahead of him. He looks 2 steps ahead, and he's just like, it looks like it's easy. It's like he's running slow, and then he's able to miss guys miss, and then he puts on that speed, and that speed is what gets him to that next level.
Out of there.
Yeah. Because that's the thing about him. He gets through tackles, you know?
I was thinking, whatever the Packers have to do to make that happen.
Yeah.
Because I know they got 2 picks now.
They got 2 picks. I got it right here. They got the Packers are picking at 28 and the Packers are picking at 22. So they have 2 late first-round picks. And that's about where Chris Olave is looking at on like mock drafts I've been looking at, you know what I mean? It looks like a projected late first-round pick. And teams that I've seen is like Green Bay is one. Tennessee's looking for a receiver around there. Kansas City's got 2 late picks around there, and they need a receiver. And Dallas is another one that could be interested in Olave.
I'd even consider like take 22 and maybe a 3rd-round pick. Move to like 17. Like,
secure it?
Yeah, just so like you essentially lose Devontae Adams in this deal, which has been the alpha, obviously, in the offense. And I don't think the people around them, like Alan Lazard, and then they lost MVS.
They have Amari Rogers, right?
Yeah.
He was a rookie last year. I don't know.
Maybe he steps up, but they don't have a lot of unprovens.
It's true.
A lot of unprovens. So I think you go like I don't know if Olave is like an alpha, like maybe not off rip, but I like him better with like a more established X receiver on the opposite side. But I think if you're Green Bay, like that's your best option, essentially.
Do you think that they'll draft an offensive player though, because they don't like Aaron Rodgers? It seems like, and they don't give him weapons in the first, second round.
They could draft Malik Willis, for all I know, with their history.
Dude, that would be hilarious.
They've needed a number 2 for all this time. Now they need a 1 and a 2, essentially.
Yeah, they do.
So you bet the house on Rodgers, which understand back-to-back MVP makes sense. But what's in his arsenal now? Like, you got Aaron Jones, but you're gonna throw him like 8 targets a game now.
Yeah, AJ Dillon there too. They're the 2 good running backs anyway.
2 running backs, and you have like Robert Tonyan. Is he gonna be your target leader? Like, a lot of question marks.
It's who knows? I don't think Green Bay is going to be very good next year at all, no matter who they draft. But I could see Olave landing there. But another Ohio State receiver going in the draft right here is Garrett Wilson. And he's good. Garrett Wilson is good. He's 6 feet tall. He ran a 4.38 40-yard dash.
Oh,
He
a
was
little
faster
faster.
than Olave. Dude, and he is a smooth route runner. I got what I see on him today. I was watching. Yeah. No, he's able to get separation. That's the thing. When he runs
That's
such
key.
good routes, and when he gets the ball, there's not a defender around him. He's wide open, and then he's got the speed, and that gets him to the next level. Like Olave too. But Garrett Wilson is only 6 feet tall though, so he's gonna be he's a slot guy essentially.
Yeah, and that provides a lot of value for any team that goes and gets Wilson, because you look at this receiver like Cooper Kupp. I'm not projecting him that at all, but I'm saying he's not elite speed. Like, he's elite quickness or like cutting. So if you like, Wilson has that quick feet, like you said, to either evade a tackle or to leave the corner in the dust, and then the back end speed on top of it. Like, those skills are going to transfer, if anything.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like, he looks like he's good in the slot. He looks like he's good on the outside too, because then he gets on the outside and he gets by guys. He's so fast. He looks like Odell Beckham sometimes. That's what I was thinking when I was watching him break guys. This vintage ODB back when he was with the Giants. You know what I mean? Back at LSU.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Definitely someone you want to plug into. Like, say the Packers get 2 receivers in this first round. Like you said, very off character from them and their general manager. But given the situation they're in,
they could take both Ohio State receivers. It's possible.
Like, their defense is solid. Maybe they need a pass rusher after. Then they lose Darius Smith.
Yeah.
So they still have Rashawn Gary, who's been a beast as of the last couple seasons. So this is a tangent, but anyway, your defense is good. Your O-line, you have the best left tackle, or one of. O-line solid, running backs. Get 2 receivers. Get a receiver and a tight end in like the third.
You know, paying 2 rookie receivers is a good deal for your offense. If you got to put all your money for Rodgers, you know what I mean? You got to pay rookies, you know?
And it's late first round, so those 2 guys could be like 10, 11 million combined.
Yeah.
Versus Adams, 30 million. I know it's not like you want Devontae Adams, but
yeah, we know
now you can. Him.
But he's gone.
You can fill in that salary slot. You could fill in those 2 rookies on top of the rest of the class as well. But continue to add through free agency. Maybe they sign Odell, like, as we get closer to the season.
Yeah, that would be
Who
good.
knows?
That's a good spot for it.
You can never have enough.
You give him on a 1-year deal.
I think Rodgers would make him want to go there, but he doesn't feel like a Green Bay type. He played
going
in
LA,
New York.
LA to Green
cold,
Bay. Go from he was in Cleveland.
Yeah, so
for years.
That's fair.
I'd rather be in Green Bay than Cleveland. Have you ever been to Cleveland?
Personally, no.
No, just mentally.
Yeah, I was mentally there when LeBron won that championship.
Oh yeah. I've been to Cleveland. No offense, people in Cleveland, but it's not like fun there. It's not like they call it the mistake on the lake. That's a nickname for Cleveland. So
no disrespect.
No, yeah, I mean, I didn't make that up. I don't call it that. I call it Cleveland. You know? But yeah, so Garrett, what's that?
Oh, I was gonna say your next guy.
My next guy is a beast. Drake London, USC. Dude is 6'5". He got a fractured ankle, so he didn't run the 40. I don't know how really fast he is, but he's not like that fast, but he does. He is great after the catch, though. But this dude's like a beast, too. And he's nuts. Drake London's nuts. And he's got that craziness to him that, you might like on your team, like the water boy kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and I like that. I mean this in a good, positive way. Like,
Yeah, no,
he's
no.
like, you know what I
'Cause
mean? He's got a good mentality.
you need the mentality to be. You're playing with the big dogs.
Yeah.
So in the way he plays, like he creates separation vertically, like using that frame, getting the contested catches. You kind of need him to be a dog to get after it like that. So
Yeah.
like,
Dude, I even see like he's even like Aaron Hernandez in a way, where he's like a B, like he's so big, but he's so good with the ball. He can fight off guys at the catch. He's good at the jump ball. Like he doesn't have a lot of his weaknesses there. He's a little bit slow, but like whatever. You know what I mean? That's all right. And he's like
he still makes people miss or he
exactly
pushes them over. So.
yeah. Where do I have here? Yeah, but I wrote a comparison for you, everyone. Here I wrote Debo Samuel because he is like a beast. You know what I mean? Like if,
Yeah, that'd be solid. In the 6'4" Devo Samuel.
yeah, and 6'5" Drake London. Fucking what's it called? What was I gonna say? Sorry, don't mind me. This damn pen sometimes, you know what I mean? I lose my train of thought.
Getting after it.
But I was gonna say, if my team drafted Drake London, I'd be pumped. I'd be pumped because he's a beast.
Yeah, no doubt. I would say Patriots in the mix, but we need like maybe one of the next guys we're gonna mention because we need more speed.
Yeah. So you're talking about Jameson Williams.
Yes.
He's dude's fast.
I mean, unfortunately, in the national title game, he did tear his ACL.
He was doing good though before that happened.
So,
and what does the ACL mean these days anyway? So what, he's like gonna miss a little bit of time? I mean, these guys, especially when you're going in to get NFL medical care now, like these guys come back better after the ACL. You know,
like Cam Akers coming back within the year from an Achilles.
Yeah. And if he didn't fumble the ball, he would have been great. You know?
But
honestly,
back even a decade ago, like Kobe tore his Achilles and it derailed the rest of his game kind of. He lost that burst.
Yeah, that was Achilles though, right?
Yeah.
This is the ACL.
I mean, it's different than ACL. I mean, the ACL is the knee, but I'm saying like the technology now. Because 10 years ago, that's gonna sideline someone for a season and a half or two, like, and then they're not gonna be the same when they come back.
Yeah.
But you're seeing people ACL miss a year, come back, and they're faster. Like Achilles come back within the same season.
Yeah.
Or make it for the playoffs. Like
and Achilles is crazy. I tweak my Achilles, like I'm not ever the same. You know what I mean? They think they can fucking the way medical stuff is. I need to go. I need to start catching some passes. Honestly. No, I'm just kidding. I get hit one time. And I would die. I would be paralyzed. Like, it would be terrible. I really would. I couldn't laugh. Like, you play football, right?
Yeah. Played a little bit in high school. Flag football.
Do you play now? Do you play now?
I play flag football, but like not in the league anymore, but just like pick up on Sunday.
Yeah. Do you ever play tackle football?
Play like
now.
Rough touch.
Yeah.
Tackle sometimes, but now people are older. They're not always willing.
Yeah, like me. I used to play tackle with like my friends and shit all the time. I couldn't even imagine doing that now. I couldn't. I'm so tired. I even like I need to get back in shape for basketball because we got a KTD basketball tournament coming up. You know about this?
Okay. Yeah, you're refreshing my memory now.
Yeah. I gotta talk to Tommy about it. Me and him are gonna put that together. Either way, that's just a little sidebar here on the draft thing. So we got Jameson Williams, right? He's gonna be back. Sir. He's gonna be good. The thing with Jameson Williams is his only problem is like the coming off the ACL. Besides that, dude, he was at Ohio State with Justin Fields, and then he transferred to Alabama, and at Alabama, he took a huge step where he got like an extra burst of speed. Like it's not that he got extra burst of speed, but he learned how to use it better. He learned how to use his speed better at Alabama, and he was able to
tap in.
Exactly. And he is extremely fast. I saw a thing where they projected him at 4.25 if he were to run it. It's a crazy projection. But imagine how fast that is for someone that's
Chris
already
Johnson.
good at running routes too. Like, remember a few years back, remember John Ross, the receiver?
Like 419 or something.
He went in the first round only because of that combine. Do you know what I mean? Like, this dude's got the ability to run routes, and John Ross ended up being a bust in the NFL, you know. But Jameson Williams has got the ability to run routes, to get that separation speed. He's wicked talented and he's wicked fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like he went to Bama and they really, like, the play calling really seemed to get him more, or it shows that, like, when he goes to the right team, I mean, he could play with any team. But,
like, you know what's a good comparable team to Alabama?
What's that?
The Patriots. That's who should draft him.
I mean, that would be great.
Devontae Parker there now. Devontae Parker with him. And then you got Jacoby Myers and Kendrick Bourne and fucking cut Nelson Aguilar. With Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, hopefully can make a step forward. Dude, that team, Patriots legit.
This is the receiver I wanted because, like you said, we had Parker. And he's more of a physical receiver, not speed. Yeah. Myers was a route runner, no speed whatsoever. Yeah. Kendrick Bourne's kind of on like the above average. Yeah, he's not elite speed, but he's got speed. Aguilar does too, but you know he can't hold on to the ball, so
he can't fucking catch anything.
It would really diversify the team.
Yeah,
like I want to even like I know the Bills not going to sign Deshaun Jackson, but just anything like that, just someone to stretch the field.
Yeah, that would be a great. I would love Jameson Williams. What I have is notes on him. I wrote some notes on him too. I wrote
like a Jalen Waddle.
I wrote playmaker with an exclamation point. That's what I wrote for him, for Jameson Williams. And he's fast. And they took a big step. And I saw on his thing, it says I read everything is not good yard after catch. Get with the yak, you know what I mean? I was reading that. And then I'm watching film on him. And he is good yards after. Does have good.
He's catching drags and turning up.
What the fuck are they talking about? That's a tough one, you know? They watch him.
I mean, they're trying to make him not sound like Jerry Rice, so they had to throw something in there.
Yeah. What do I have as a comp as him? I said he could be potentially Tyreek Hill, or he could be like Hollywood Brown on the low end. You know what I mean? That's where I see him somewhere. Hopefully more like Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I was thinking like Jalen Waddle, or like if they're both Bama.
Yeah.
They're like similar frame.
But Jalen Waddle still got potential too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we haven't seen.
Who Jalen Waddle would be? Tyreek Hill, hopefully. Got 2 Tyreek Hills on one team.
He's on that path, like even as a rookie.
Yeah.
Going forward. I just thought
imagine if they had a better quarterback. Tua is going to be exposed this year. He got good offense. Unless he's good. Unless he's really good. But I watch him. You know what I mean? And, yeah, he's all right, but he's not. He's closer to Drew Lock than he is Russell Wilson. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm with that.
You know,
I'm giving it this year with him. If he doesn't do it this year, then they better draft QB next year with the better class.
Yeah.
I mean, now they probably
don't screw it up. You know?
Yeah, they traded their first this year, so they have their first next year.
Yeah, they passed on Justin Herbert to draft Tua.
They did. Like they picked before or something.
That's a big mistake. That's a major mistake. Justin Herbert's like borderline elite quarterback, and he's in his fucking third year.
Even the time, like, the year before that draft, like, it was tank for Tua and all this. He was the number one.
Even then, if you watch Tua, he doesn't translate to the NFL. He just doesn't.
He was hitting open receivers.
Yeah.
No.
Like, he's left-handed.
Usually with a lead.
He could be against left-handed people, but he's left-handed. Huh?
I said playing for Bama, you usually have the lead because of that defense. Well, and your O-line, your receiver. Like, I was never really convinced because he didn't show those elite, like, improvising skills. That's kind of what you need. Play breaks down. It's not always going to be like, oh, we're running a flood and then snap the ball. You get a pass rusher right in your face. Now you got to make a decision. Usually he gets curled up or has to chuck it. Like, you want a player like you see Mahomes, even like Justin Fields. He didn't do it a lot, but when something breaks down, he can roll and still look downfield.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a tangent, but I haven't seen any of that from Tua.
No, it doesn't have that like it factor, like you're saying. That's like kind of what I'm looking at. But yeah, well, like what we're saying, this is the test. If he can't do it this year, then he don't got it. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's got
absolutely.
elite. He's got elite around him. So these guys are all projected first round picks. Jameson Williams looking at like the mid to late. What's perfect for the Patriots. Drake London, I projected early to mid first. Garrett Wilson, early to mid first. Olave, late first round. And then we got Treylen Burks. Arkansas, he's 6'3". He ran a 4.55. You know, he doesn't have elite speed, but that's faster than me. You know, I got him going a mid to late first round pick. And then I watch him, and he's a really good route runner. He's really good after the catch. What does it say? Oh, and he makes contested catches. That's what I liked about him the most. Is that so? And he's like a crazy thing because he's a big dude. You know what I mean? He's thick and he's big, and he got breakaway speeds. Like he runs a 4.55, but I feel like he's a type of like a downhill runner. He starts picking it up as he's going. You know what I mean?
Stiff arm somebody and then all of a sudden get steam.
And then then he's in the fucking he's out front. I like that a lot about him. He
has faster game speed than in testing.
Exactly.
Like
and that's why my comparison was AJ Brown with him. Because I see AJ Brown the same way.
Like just the physical play style.
Yep, exactly.
Like he looks for contact after he catches the ball. Like
exactly. And I like that about a guy. You know what I mean? You look for it because you got to make the first hit, and then that gets you to the next level. And that's what you want. You know what I mean? You want that yak, you know? But I love where is he? I missed him. Treylen Burks. If the Patriots are going to get another, like if they're not going to get Jameson Williams, get him. I like all these receivers. I would be happy with any of these receivers, to be honest with you.
Another loaded class.
Yep, it is, dude. This year's class, the receiver is get the rookie cards. You know what I mean? And watch Briefcase Breaks on ktdsports.com.
Yes, sir.
You like that? Do you collect cards still?
I have a binder of stuff I've had from like grade school. Like,
oh yeah,
I have like 6 Tom Brady cards, like 5 Adrian Peterson.
Rookies or just like base cards or inserts?
I have a rookie AP.
Yeah.
And I'd have to go through it, but I have a bunch because I got like a couple of years of the top sets. Yeah. That's like every team.
Yeah.
I got like 2 years of those plus like individual tops, but that was like the black ones.
Oh yeah.
Some of them have like the printed signature or the stamp.
Oh, it's like the silver kind of writing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are cool. I like went through all my cards I have from back. I had like good cards back in the day. I had like Barry Sanders, 3-color patches, autos, all kinds of stuff. and then the card market dropped, went flat. Like I'm talking like
Right.
2000, like it was when the economy crashed, really, 2007, 2008. Shit went to hell. And I ended up selling all my cards, and I got like a decent amount of money for what I was. But those cards now would be worth ridiculous, especially if I got graded.
Bananas.
I wait like, and I didn't know. I was stupid. I was fucking like looking for money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know.
But I also didn't see. I saw the market crash, so I thought I didn't see. I in my wildest dream, I did not know sports cards would be back like this, and that's why
Every card.
it's crazy. I got a
I got a
Kobe
bunch-
rookie I found in my stuff though.
Ooh.
Tell you about that. Yeah.
I got a Kobe card, but it's like a 2009, 2010 that
Oh,
range.
yeah. Nice. But yeah, if you want to show your card, you can be on briefcase breaks if you want. You know what I mean? We got open stuff. I got cards came in the mail today. I got basketball cards came today. Packs. I'll open them up. Briefcase breaks.
Nice.
KT Sports. You know what I mean?
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. But so Treylen Burks, you got a guy that you like that I didn't have originally when I wrote down my stuff. You got a sleeper. Let's hear about him.
Yes. The low key, he probably like second or third round, just when I've been looking at projections. But he's been rising. Is Khalil Shakir from Boise State. Like, he's about 6 feet. He runs a 4.43, which is near like the elite. Like it's early 4.4. So he's got that speed, and he's kind of like he plays like a Laviska Chenault, but obviously like talking about Colorado days, not Jacksonville.
Not now, yeah.
Yeah, but with like Chenault was like a 4.5 guy.
Yeah. Hey, don't sleep on Chenault this year. Trevor Lawrence gets a year better.
I've been waiting.
Yeah.
I'm a believer. Don't get me wrong. That's why I'm.
All right, we're gonna wait to the fantasy shows. How on that? What's one of your sleepers this year?
It might be. I have to talk. I want to stay away from Jacksonville until they show me something.
Yeah.
But that's where I get the comparison, sort of. But he's a lot faster. Like he's not avoiding contact. Like he wants to stiff arm. He wants to juke. And as soon as he gets to the sideline, he has that top end speed. Like I've seen highlights. They're doing jet sweeps. They're doing bubble screens, like flag routes near the goal line. Like he's kind of like a chess piece once you get to.
Sounds like a Patriot.
Yeah, that would be a great pick. And not like a Deebo Samuel, because that's like I don't want to overhype him, but he's used similarly. Like he puts all over the field.
Yeah.
So I see that potential.
Diverse
like the
runner.
49ers got him and have like a Deebo light. But I think with the way they run the ball and stuff, they don't need another receiver.
Maybe that's their plan. Maybe that's the 49ers plan. That's why Deebo took down all those like Instagram stuff, like we were saying earlier. And that's why they're like, dude, we're getting Khalil Shakir. Fuck Deebo Samuel. That's what they said.
Like,
you know?
Trade him for 2 first rounds.
I would give my first round pick next 5 years for Deebo.
What do you do?
Maybe not 5. Maybe I'll give him 3 firsts and 2 seconds.
Because imagine you're like, don't the Jets have like 10 and 13 or 10?
Yeah, the Jets. Something? I got you right here. The Jets are at 4 and 10. Yep.
Okay, so even better.
Yeah.
If you're the 49ers, do you take 4 and 10 for Deebo? I mean, because on paper,
they'll probably fuck it up, but yeah, I
on
would.
paper that sounds great.
The Jets, you tell me the Jets call me up. We'll give you 4. We'll give you 10 for Deebo. Last year of his contract, taking that all day long. If I'm saying for him.
And then maybe you get
the Jets
2 guys.
The Jets want to pay a receiver. They do. You know,
they were chirping at Tyreek before.
Yeah.
The division rival swept in.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it came down. It came to the Jets and the Dolphins. I was like, but like, so the Jets will pay. You know, that would be I would
'Cause that's
hate to
pretty
see it
steep.
being a Patriots fan. I would hate it more than anything in the whole world. But then that's good because the San Fran also has Brandon Ayuk, and he's another guy that we're going to talk about in the fantasy shows. But
Yeah.
he had a real slow start last year. People were big on it. People were drafting him ahead of Debo last year, unless you listen
Yeah,
to
for
KTM
real.
Sports at least. But then, and we had Debo ahead of him. But
I
they
was a
maybe
big
the San
fan.
Fran's banking on that because Ayuk's going to be good next year too.
Yeah, third year in, right? And I seemed like he got in the doghouse with Shanahan for some reason.
He did.
Because
But
like
he
they
came
weren't
on.
even looking at him for like a month-long stretch.
Yeah. Oops,
But
kicked my
his
thing.
rookie year, he got like 1,100 yards, 1,000 yards,
Yeah.
and it showed out. So like that potential is there. You just need to like the consistency.
Yeah.
I think another year in the system, he'd be solid.
I think the 49ers are run very poorly. Because every year they have good enough players. Their defense is loaded. Their offense, they just screw up. Like in the offseason, they screw it up so bad that like they're going to trade Debo for something, and it's going to be less than the 4 and the 10, like we were saying from the Jets. And they're going to fuck it all up. And they're going to bank on, I know I was just saying Ayuk and stuff, but they're going to bank on that. George Kittle's hurt all the time now. You know what I mean? They're going to screw up Trey Lance, keeping Jimmy G in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mind you, they're paying Jimmy G
crazy
like
money.
$27 million to be a backup. Like
well,
they should have traded him.
At the same time, they pay him, and then they trade all this picks for the third. They could have Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Instead, they have Trey Lance, who they might not even play. They're stupid. They're so stupid. If I was the owner of the 49ers, I would have fired Shanahan, and I'd fire John Lynch, and I'd fire everyone there. I really would. They fucked it all up. They should have won. They should have won 2 Super Bowls already.
As far as offensively, Shanahan's like an elite play caller and coach in that aspect.
Overrated.
I don't know. He turns shit into sugar.
I would have handed the ball to Debo too, way before Shanahan.
You know how many games he had to use like Nick Mullins? And
Nick Mullins is good.
What was the other one?
He's
CJ
underrated.
something.
I forget. Beathard. CJ Beathard.
We're not even remembering these guys' names.
Yes, I did. I remember his name.
Did Nick Mullins have a stretch with them?
Yeah, Nick Mullins. He just went somewhere too. Someone just signed him.
But yeah, with Jimmy G's health and stuff, like they've been through a rigmarole of quarterback.
They need to figure it out though. They need to figure out. It starts with John Lynch though. Starts with him. Figure it out because you need to fucking figure out quarterback. You need to figure out what you're gonna do with Debo. You know what I mean?
They must think he can play. They traded essentially 3 picks for him, like 2 in a swap. They must think Trey Lance got it.
Yeah, I know, but then we're gonna do with Jimmy, trade him, and they lost. And now everybody that needed a quarterback has a quarterback, except for the Panthers. And they're gonna draft one probably. You know what I mean? And same with the Seahawks have Drew Lock. They're gonna roll with Drew Lock.
If you think how fast the market went, because we've been hearing Russell Wilson wants to get traded for like probably a year or 2.
Yeah.
But like the thing with like, Carson Wentz all of a sudden is Commanders, and then the team's off the list, and then the Falcons are into the Deshaun sweepstakes.
Yeah.
They lose, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, Matt Ryan's available.
Yeah.
Then within hours, Matt Ryan is gone. Colts takes them off the board.
Yeah, the Falcons immediately signed Mariota. They're off the board. You know what I mean?
And they're not going to trade for like another veteran when they're probably trying to lose. Like,
yeah, and they're paying Matt Ryan.
Mariota is going to be the punching bag pretty much for a season or 2.
Yeah, but then Cleveland, now they're off. They got Watson, so they're off the table too. That was a whole domino effect that happened.
And
was crazy.
Seattle, who knows? They might draft someone. But
Something's telling me they're gonna roll a Drew Lock and they might draft a guy next year. I bet you the Seahawks tank and try to get Bryce Young.
I don't know. I don't know
He's
if
Russell
Carroll's
Wilson
built like
2.0.
that.
Huh?
I don't know if Carroll's built like that. He's like what 71 or something.
Yeah, take it out of his hands though. Take it out of his hands. So they're rolling with Drew Lock. You know what I mean? What option do you got? You're by default gonna have a top 3 pick.
I heard rumors that it's come out that he said he likes Geno Smith, or he always has.
Fine.
Which
roll with Geno Smith.
That's frightening if you like Geno and then you have Drew Lock.
Yeah.
Like what's the?
That's what I mean, though. I don't think Seattle's drafting a guy. You know?
Yeah,
they're gonna roll what they have.
Probably not.
And then they're gonna suck. That's what's gonna happen. Then they're gonna suck. Pete Carroll is gonna. You know what's gonna happen? I think at the end of this year, I think Seattle's gonna have a down year. Pete Carroll's gonna retire at the end of the year. They're gonna have a top 3 pick. They're gonna get new coach. Bryce Young is gonna end up in Seattle. Mark this down if you're listening to this. Start writing it down. And Bryce Young is gonna end up in Seattle, and then and then that's how it's gonna go. I don't know who the coach is gonna be.
But there has been rumors too it's been publicly that DK Metcalf's been talked about. I think Lockett like a month ago was talked about. Like after the Russell Wilson trade, like Lockett was the next person getting calls about them, as inquiring about like trade market. So that's if they tear it down somewhat.
Trade Lockett to the Patriots. I'll take him all day long. That's exactly. Tyler Lockett is exactly what the Patriots need.
He's deep threat, route run.
That's the guy. That's the speed.
Like vet in the
Dude, he doesn't drop anything. Tyler Lockett does not drop anything. Mac Jones puts balls right in Nelson Aguilar's basket. And he's like, whoops.
And it ends up in the turf.
Yeah. And he's like, runs back, does it again.
Oh, what are you
Mac Jones, like, what the fuck you got? The reason why Mac Jones didn't, like, there was times last year he didn't look good. I'm not saying Mac Jones was perfect. He wasn't. But there were a lot of times where his receivers fucking threw him right on the bus, especially Nelson Aguilar. And especially Jonnu Smith, too. Both of them sucked last year.
Oh, Jonnu Smith volleyballing it up to a defender for a pick six.
Yeah, it was intercepted. Bomb. Oh, my God. I was real excited to get Jonnu Smith. I thought he was going to be the guy. I thought Hunter Henry was not going to be that good. And Jonnu Smith. Hunter Henry was a great last year. He was one of the best offensive weapons.
I thought they were going to do Jonnu Smith like in Tennessee. He was getting like rushing touchdowns, like doing. Yeah,
they were going to use him like Aaron Hernandez. That's how the Patriots started using him at the end of his term. They were running the ball with him, literally running the ball with him.
I also thought he was going to be the better stat wise and like producing wise. He's also getting paid more.
Yeah, and he was good in yards after the catch. That was his big thing. But I was ready to quit. Jimmy talked me into giving him another year. So I'm giving him another year. If he's not good this year, he's not good this year. I'm gonna be unhappy.
It's Patriot system, so it can be very complex.
Yeah, maybe it's easy.
Rookie quarterback, so they need to figure it out. But I'm also
a lot of this stuff was Jonnu Smith messed up a lot with he looked like he was just didn't know what the hell was going on out there. You know what I mean? Maybe that has to do with it. Maybe he has to learn the system better. Nelson Aguilar just needs to fucking put his hands together and catch a fucking football. That's what he needs to do. Bomb. But yeah.
I think that's
you got anything else?
I think we hit it, and we'll get some. Like maybe next week we'll do, like you said, quarterbacks.
Yeah, we can do quarterbacks next. Yeah, we want to count on. We'll say it right now, so it's in. We'll do quarterbacks next week, so we can start watching more film and stuff like that. We'll be prepared. Jimmy, if you're watching, Start watching quarterbacks. Get Kenny Pickett, Matt Corral. You know what I mean? You'll find Malik Willis, obviously. Oh, speaking of Malik Willis, I got a sleeper. That was your sleeper, Khalil Shakir. I got a sleeper for the 2025 draft. I think that's what I saw when he's coming out. And it's CJ Daniels.
Okay.
Who was Malik Willis's receiver at Liberty this past season. Dude's filthy. He's probably going to enter the transfer portal because he's so good. He was going to leave Liberty. He's going to end up out of nowhere, but look out for CJ Daniels in the future going forward. He's a real deal.
Okay.
I got a college football sleeper. That's my guy. I got fucking CJ Daniels. You know?
Yeah, shout out Liberty.
Yeah, shout out Liberty. They got another guy, Demario. I got him in my notes here. I keep notes when I see stuff. He's going in this year's draft, I think. He's my sleeper. I should have talked about him. Demario Douglas, wide receiver out of Liberty. He's like 5'8", but he's like feel like Darren Sproles or something. He's gonna be good. He's a baller for sure. Malik Willis had two good guys with him this year. Malik Willis is good too. Don't get me wrong. Malik Willis is a playmaker. But we'll get into quarterbacks next week. That's a little tease for next week. You like that? Big market tease right there. But yeah, so we'll end it right there. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you're not already. If you scanned our barcode in the bathroom and it's your first time watching, welcome to the show. Also, keep your eyes out for we're doing the briefcase breaks. We're going to be me and Pat and Devin if he wants to. We're going to have whoever wants to. I got my briefcase. I'm a briefcase guy. You know what I mean? Let's get that up there. You know what I mean? You got to be. I'm a businessman. Oh, briefcase, pull it out. What we're working with. I got basketball coming up. Pat's got vintage basketball. So keep an eye out for that. If you want to watch us open cards and see if you're into that, come watch us, you know. And and watch out for the draft shows coming up. We got football all season long here on KTD Sports.
Keep it rolling.
And so thanks for tuning in. I'm Bill Whyte. That's Devin Pinckney. We'll see y'all next time. Y'all be sweet. Peace.
All right, y'all.
Peace. Got